suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?
Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hi, Lori. Nice to see you. So I am trying new fancy stuff. So I signed up for StreamYard. Brought the cat because that's a requirement. That's Sheldon. I also signed up for Nightbot. Not sure if that's actually going to work, but we'll see. Joe will probably have to give me a tutorial on how to get that working. But it's so great to see everybody. And can someone let me know if you can actually oh, I see. Yep. I see Nightbot is working. Thank you, Patty. I did that song in the middle of the night. Sheldon, Jill says hi. Yeah, he's all good. Let's see. So, and StreamYard and everything is working. So if I click, let's see. Let me try out. Oh, look at my fancy new things. Look at that. I have fancy things. I can show comments now. I think that's great because the last live stream when I watched it back, I thought it was hard for the people who wouldn't maybe be looking at the live stream comments to kind of know what I was talking about. So, oh, well, thank you, everybody. Oh, and Calamity Jane, if you ever get to a point in the live stream when you're home and you can actually really see the video, I have the tomato dress with me today to show you the tomato dress. Aw, yeah, these guys love this cat tree. I usually keep it behind me here when I'm working to keep them off of me. Let's see what else. So I think that the format that I kind of want to do with my live streams, this is kind of only my third on this channel, but really only my second, where I think I'm going to do every week my weigh-ins live. So I think I'm going to take like the first 5 or 6 minutes of the video feed to just say hi to everybody and then just jump right in and do the weigh-in. And then I have a topic that I want to try and get everybody chatting about. And then free for all after that, because I'd like to at least be able to edit out maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes of the video and make it its own weigh-in video, because I know there's a lot of people who won't click on a live stream, especially if it's like an hour long. So I just wanted to do the kind of my stats and then the weigh-in, and I have slides because I know it's so hard when you're watching something and the words are not up on the screen, especially if you want to go back and rewatch it because you missed something. I really just like having things pop up on the screen. So I've been working hard today to put that together. And I did forget my BMI. I have my current BMI, but I forgot how much I started, and I'll need to calculate that and put it up. But while we're giving everybody just another minute to get in, let's see, what was I going to say? I don't remember. I just got distracted by reading someone's comment. I'm so bad. I'm so old at this point. Yeah, so I did a bunch of Nightbot reminders, but Joe, I definitely need someone to teach me how to do where you normally do like the hashtag grow or hashtag chickens, or to get people's links to show up so other people can see their channel names. So I'll definitely have to reach out to you for that. And I'm sorry if I'm like looking off to the right, but my comments are over here. My camera's over here. So it's just a little bit different than the iPhone. The camera is making me look all the way to the side. Let's see. Okay, brain. Oh, so let's just start with my stats. So, hi, I'm Amy, and this is Amy Loses It. I am 51 years old. I'm 5 foot tall. I started this journey 304 pounds, and my goal is to lose 180 pounds. And let me find my little assets here. What else would be relevant? I am on 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound, direct from Lilly Direct. Now, I did use a subscriber's or someone I actually subscribed to. I did use their link and ordered from Allanda Pharmacy to get some compounded. I paid about $800 for 3 months supply of 7.5 milligram. But we'll have to see if that actually works. I'm hopefully trying that my Lilly Direct uh, prescription won't get canceled as well, because they're really finicky about that. They don't want you like going outside of them for any reason, and I can't even submit that to my insurance towards my deductible. Like, I had to sign a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so those are the medications that I'm on. I do take Calm, which is magnesium supplement, mainly for constipation, but it's great for general body aches. I do take potassium. I take a diuretic, and then just standard, I take a beta blocker it works for it works for blood pressure, but it also is for another heart condition that monitors that for me. But that's pretty much it. I don't really have any side effects anymore. On occasion, I'll get the sulfur burps. I did come down from 10 milligrams to 7 because I didn't feel that my system was moving fast enough, and it was becoming really difficult to eat. It was actually hurting. I'd go to eat, get 2 or 3 bites in, and I'd put the food down and be like, I can't do this, which is not what you want, right? You still need to be able to eat the minimum calories that you need in a day. So I did have my doctor change that up, and that's actually working really great so far. And oh, Joe, that's awesome that we have the same goal or the same dose. Yay! That's awesome. I need to look at my goal date, but I did just put a deposit down on a room for a cruise in the end of, I think, July, either the end of June or July in 2027, for the Norwegian Prima, doing the cruise that I did from Southampton, London through Norway and then to Iceland, because I definitely want to do that again. Because I did it before, but I was at my highest weight, and then I also got sick on the cruise, so I didn't really get to do everything that I wanted to do. So, and so Joe, I see you commenting about non-scale victories. Yeah, definitely, you guys put them in the chat, and I have a whole list of them that I'm going to go over. But first, I'm going to do my weight numbers, and I put together some little slides. So the first one is going to be, so we're going to start off with, come on, we can do it. I did this earlier and it worked. Oh, I think I have to take Joe off the screen. Comments. There we go. This is all brand new to me, so I did play with it a lot today, but I was also trying to do, there we go. So I was trying to do my work and do this all day long. So there we go, picture in picture. I don't know that I can put comments up at the same time. Oh yeah, I can do all of it, but then now you can't see me. So live and learn. Okay, so this was my start, January 1st, 2025, 304 pounds. I put the kilograms up there, but not the stones. And then the last weigh-in that we did last week was 927, and I was down to 266 pounds, so 8-pound weight loss. And my goal is 124, so I'm inching closer to 124. And So I'm actually doing 3 weigh-ins because that was 3 weeks ago, and I'm a little bit behind. So the very next week, I did shot 33 for the 40th week of my journey on October 4th, and I was up a pound to 267 pounds, which makes me really angry because all week I had been weighing in at a 2-pound loss, and then on weigh-in day, I'd gained 3 pounds. So whatever. It is what it is. My scale is never normal. It's always up and down and up and down and up and down. So at that point, then that was 37 pounds lost. And then moving on to week 41, shot 34. I lost that pound. So back down to 266 pounds, back down to 38 pounds. So it is what it is. But 38 pounds is still one of those big giant boxes of cat litter that I actually order and use for my cats. And man, those suckers are heavy. So like, it's amazing that has come off of my body, and it just doesn't feel like it was ever there. So amazing. And let's see. So number 4. So this is my very last weigh-in, which would be this past Saturday. And surprise, surprise, for shot 35, week 42, I lost 2 pounds. Yay! So, yep. So then if we look at, where is my total? I have a total graphic. Where did it go? Oh, no, I have a total video. So yay. So I have hit my 40 pounds. So that's about 18 kilograms and 2 stone, 12 pounds. So yay. So this is what I did with my day-to-day, was making graphics for StreamYard. And so I'll show you like kind of my before and after photos. I'm waiting to get down to 264 or 260 to do the next one. So you can see the first one, I was not quite at my heaviest because I had started losing a little bit of weight. I was 4 pounds down. Now, I will say that there is a breeze that blew my dress up, so I do look a little larger than I was, but you can see the difference. And I know like the last one is only 7 pounds different, but if you look at my arm where the sleeve is, how much further down the sleeve goes on my arm, and like even just in my face, you can see that it was slimming quite a bit. So that, that was quite a difference in just the 7 pounds. And yeah, so as soon as I get down to 260, I'm going to put that blue dress on again and take another photo. And so I'll replace out the lowest one. But I was, just washed that blue dress and put it in my closet because I do wear it at home when I'm working and I need something halfway presentable to be on camera. But it is way too big now. Like, it is so big. That is a 4X. That I'm wearing in that photo, and it is just way too big now. So that is what I was doing with my day today, was creating all this stuff. So it's kind of fun. So I'm glad everybody has introduced me to StreamYard. It's been really great to learn all of that. And thank you for sharing all of your knowledge. And there's Calamity Jane. I was watching your chickens this morning. And then, okay, so look, like you released the video last night at like 11 o'clock with jewelry. And I'm like, well, I was going to go to bed and now I have to sit and watch your video. So you're killing me. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, Jill. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Joe. And yep, and if you're also, if you're interested in cruising content at all, because that first photo was taken on my cruise to St. Lucia on the Icon of the Seas, then make sure you subscribe to my cruise channel as well. Now, I did do my step challenge on this channel, and the videos are kind of similar to the videos that I did for the cruise channel. but they don't really have any of the steps in it. And I don't think I included nearly as much of my food. I was trying to kind of show you like, oh, look, this is what I'm eating on vacation. Uh, and, honestly, on my cruise, I didn't count calories. I didn't keep track of any of my food. I took a vacation, and I took a vacation from my diet. So, yeah. So I think it was great. And actually, the next video that I want to work on, it may not come out next because I think it's going to be a bit complicated. I want to talk about how much I have spent on the medication because it's a lot, and it's kind of it has pretty much drained everything I own at this point. And I want to talk about too about the severity of food noise that some people have, like me. Mine was really bad. Another creator, I'm going to reach out to her and ask her if I can use part of her video because I could really, really see her struggling with it. She's hit a plateau for a really long time, and she's just really struggling with food noise. And I also want to talk about like learning to let go of the shame and the guilt surrounding food and putting food in your mouth. Now, I did have like a small bout with anorexia when I was, I would say, 15 years old. I weighed maybe 100 pounds and was lucky if I had 2 or 3, maybe 400 calories a day. Some of that had to do with I didn't have the money to feed myself. And my mother didn't have the money to feed us either. But then I kind of got in this cycle, where a couple people make fun of you and call you fat and say that you're overweight when you're 100 pounds. And then you get in this cycle of like, oh, well, I can't eat this or I can't eat that because I'm going to gain weight if I have that apple or if I have that chip or if I have anything to eat. And so luckily I didn't have to deal with that very long because my brain won out and said, you need to eat food. So yeah, so it's definitely what I want to work on. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the next video because I do want to put a lot of thought and effort into it. And then I also want to do one on insulin resistance, and I'm going to definitely work with Calamity Jane and anybody else who has information on it. Hi, Candace. Nice to see you. Yeah, so I definitely want to do the insulin resistance because they've always told me that I'm insulin resistant, right? I used to have like the dark skin around here. I'd get skin tags, which actually mine are genetic. My grandmother had them, my mom had them, and I had them removed and they've never come back. And they came from my seatbelt on one side and my purse on the other. But now that I don't drive much and I don't wear a purse very much, they don't come, they haven't come back, but they keep telling me, oh, you're insulin resistant. And that's why you can't lose weight. And I'm like, well, then I've been doing this diet. I've been doing all of the things for 9 and a half months now to counteract insulin resistance. And I'm not losing weight any faster. And I'm still needing the medication to lose weight. So like, what's up? What's the deal? Like you claim that is my problem and insulin resistance goes away if you do the right things. Well, it is not going away on me if that's my problem. So I would really love to, investigate that and see like, what exactly it is. What are the treatments supposed to be? What are the signs of it? How do you think we're cured? Can you test for something like that? Is there blood work or something that tells me I'm cured from insulin resistance? So we'll have to see. Let's see. Let me dig through the comments here. Oh, yeah, Yvette Millicent. Okay, so I'm going to put this on screen. I know you're probably thinking it's TMI, but I'm telling you, anytime that you're dieting, whether you're on this medication or not, your whole system usually slows down. And I take Calm, which actually, hold on, I have a box of it right here. So this is my travel pack. So I take this Calm magnesium supplement or magnesium citrate supplement. And this stuff is absolutely fantastic. And it really, I take it on a daily basis, and it just keeps everything moving. And as long as you're taking the right amount, it keeps you moving without excessive moving, if you know what I mean. Like, it just keeps you regular. I also tend to take a fiber 1 bar per day, but if I kind of feel that that's not working, I will eat a second one. I don't eat the big bars that are like 140 calories. I eat the brownies, which are 70 and 7 grams of protein, because I do eat a lot of fruit and beans and nuts and potatoes and other things that have fiber in it. So let's see. Oh my goodness. You weigh 180 pounds now. That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely fabulous. So let's see what else. So, non-scale victories. Woo! So I have my list. I was kind of jotting down a bunch of stuff today. And obviously the big one is the seatbelt extender. That's gone out of here. I did a packing video on my travel channel today, on the cruise travel channel, and I took it out of my bag because I didn't need it last time. And hopefully I'm down between 6 and 10 pounds when I get on the plane again. So I certainly shouldn't need it. I'm going to be on the same airline, so it shouldn't be a problem. So yay. So no seatbelt extender. I got the tray table down. Some of the big things, honestly, for me are, like just self-care, right? Like, one of the reasons why I started this journey was because I was losing self-care. I was struggling in the shower. I was struggling on the toilet. I was struggling putting my clothes on, forget socks, forget tie up shoes, laced up shoes. Just not something that was working for me. So I had to change my life. So now, like, I can put lotion on my feet and my calves with no problem. I was clipping my toenails the other day, which you're like, oh, that's like, why do you talk about that? But you know what? Like, when you're overweight, yeah, Candace, thank you so much. That is a huge win. Absolutely huge win to be able to, uh, put lotion on your feet, clip your own nails. I can dry my own feet when I get out of the shower. I can reach everything when I'm in the shower, which is definitely a great thing. I don't always look for the closest parking space anymore. I'm not like completely obsessed with making sure I get a spot right by the door. I've actually now been going further away on purpose, which I never thought I would be that person. But yeah, I actually try to get the furthest spot away, except at Walmart, which I don't go to very often, but that place drives me crazy. The parking lot at Walmart is dangerous. And let's see what else. Oh, the bra band. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I have lost at least 4 inches off of my bra band. So I had gotten into a size 50, which is nearly impossible to find. Normally, like, when you look in a catalog or look online, like, the biggest they normally ever sell is 48, and you're really lucky to get that. And most of the time when you go to buy it, they're like, oh, we're sorry, the 48 is out of stock. So I really struggled and just had to switch to sports bras for a long time because I couldn't find a bra that fit, and then I couldn't put it on. Like, I normally reach behind me and put it on, and I had lost that ability. And it's really hard to put it on front and then turn it around. That's just not something I like to do. So as of last week, I'm able to put on my bra in the normal manner. And I think it's such a huge victory for me. And actually, the bra that I have is too big now. It's considerably too big, and I need to start bra shopping. So I think I'll probably wait until I get to a 44 band. And I don't know if they size them the same in the UK, but it's literally 44 inches is the size that I would go look for in the store. They're just like, they start here, I think, at 32 or 34. And then in the stores, they usually go up to like 42, 44, 46 if you're lucky. So I definitely got to go bra shopping. So yay. Oh, and the steering wheel in my car, that was another big non-scale victory. Now luckily, like I didn't impinge on it too much because I always sit pretty far back, kind of drive with my tippy toes. But I haven't moved my seat since I've been losing weight, because I want to keep it in the same spot. I don't want to pull it any closer until I'm done losing weight because I really want to be able to document that. But yeah, I don't touch my steering wheel at all. And I had gotten like a little tiny gap, and now that gap is getting bigger. So that's like just really, really great. Look at Joe. Yes. And you know what? Although, Joe, you have lost, so I guess twins in the way that you've lost double the weight, like 90 pounds. Oh my goodness gracious. Like 90 pounds in pretty much the same amount of time. Like we need confetti. So it's insane. I was watching your videos today while I was supposed to be working. And I was just, yeah, I watched a couple of your first ones, and just the difference, it is so amazing. I'm so glad that you found this journey and that you found the medication, and that it has really just helped you so much. It's insane. And same with the Hardrine, like you've made incredible strides. You're almost at your goal weight. So I'd love that for you. That's amazing. I'm always checking on your weight tracker when you publish it. And let's see, I do need to look at my BMI because I do have an update on what it is now, but I need to look up what it was. BMI calculator for women. So 5 foot tall, no inches, 0 inches, 304 pounds. Sorry, 59. So I started at 59.4. And the clock app does not calculate. So sorry. Uh-oh. How did I move? What happened? How did I turn my camera? Uh-oh. Anybody know how this happened? How I can flip myself? What is this doing? Okay, I hate to have dead air here, but let me check my camera settings. Hold on, let me just try something really quick to get it back to, there we go. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I hit something with my phone. Now I've lost track. 59.4. I believe that's what I said. I hope that's what I said. But the page went away. 59.4 minus 51.55. So I've lost 7.85 in BMI. Hello there, losing it Grays. Nice to see you. Yeah, so I've lost 7.85 points on my BMI, which is great. Really fantastic. So I'm losing. I don't, I don't know what my goal BMI is. All I know is I set my goal based on the chart in the doctor's office that says, here's the highest weight for your height that is not considered overweight. Hello there, Tuber Chat. Nice to see you today. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for sharing it on Reddit. If anybody here does not follow Tuber Chat, great channel to share your videos, get in there and, have a chat and meet people and get to know some great small channels and just get to know people, especially if you are uh, trying to grow your own channel and you're looking to get connections. Really, really love meeting everybody there. I've watched some great videos this week. A lot of people have come over to my channel and said hello. And I had a really great thing happen when I released my last video that was on the BMR calculator and how to use that. I released it at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and the next thing I know, like it's got 1,400 views in like 5 or 6 hours, and I'm like, what the heck? Usually it takes me a couple of days. I get 300 or 400 views on a video, and then slowly get a few more as they go by. But I don't know, something just happened, and somehow that just got out there. And I don't know if it was because I took the extra time to work with Chat GPT and try to get the title just right and get the description just right and hashtags and all of that good stuff. Maybe I just hit on the right thumbnail. I don't know, but I was pretty darn proud of myself that I had all of those extra views on that. So that was pretty fantastic. That's the first one that's gotten that many views that quickly. So it's been really, really great. And let's see. Yes, thank you so much, Tuber Chat. Like, I don't know, it's almost kind of scary. So for any of you out there that are YouTubers, I know a lot of you on the chat. I know you. I've talked with you, been on your videos, met you. I've met Candace in person, which is fabulous. Actually, the first time you have a video that really starts getting a lot of views, it's kind of scary because you're like, oh my gosh, all these people are watching me. Before it was just like a couple hundred people, and now it's like thousands of people. And I'm like, what the heck? Honestly, that video, it's funny because I made it and I ended up concluding that in my non-scale victories. And then I ended up going back and editing it out and editing it down to just the BMR. And because I'm like, oh, well, I really don't, I'm kind of in this theory of I don't really like to have more than a 10-minute video anymore because, most people don't watch all of the video. So why not do a shorter video, more shorter videos instead of focusing on like 1 20-minute video? Why not make 4 5-minute videos or 3 7-minute videos? So that's kind of going to be my strategy going forward, is doing something that's like very to the point and very focused on a topic, and try not to ramble on. I'm going to, oh, hey, Allanda. I was going to mention you at the end of the video because you're going live at 8 o'clock today. So I thought, you know what, I had saved a screenshot of your channel, but I forgot to upload it. So, but yeah, so for anybody who loves dieting and Zepbound and kind of the same topic, make sure you go over to Allanda's channel at Allanda 180. She's going live today at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to try and finish up about 7 o'clock here, and then she'll go live an hour later. So definitely watch her because she is one of the people that I am rooting for so much. Like I want to take your scale, Alana, and I want to throw it out the window because, oh my gosh, like why will it not move? Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, the first couple freaked me out, but now it's getting easier. And I think like, if you focus on the people in the chat, it makes it a little easier. But Allanda, you are having such a tough time with that scale. But the fact that you're keeping on for like, could you tell me how long you've been in your stall? I mean, now I can see such a change in your body, and it's absolutely amazing how much your body shape has changed since you hit your stall to now. But like, why is the scale not changing? I don't understand it. Yeah, it's just crazy. Um, but when you did the video with your son recently and like you were showing yourself in your outfits, and I'm like, wow, like you do not look the weight that you're saying at all. You look so much thinner than the weight that is on your scale. 10 months. But your body shape, and that DEXA scan that you had done, everybody should go back and watch your DEXA scan video, because the amount of workout that you put in and how well you control your food, and then to have it like give you those ridiculous numbers saying like, oh, you gained fat or you gained, like you lost muscle. I don't buy it at all. Like, I don't buy it. So I feel like we've got like a whole soap opera going on here with Allanda and her weight loss and the DEXA scan and the scale. So definitely worth watching and keeping up with. And definitely Joe, but Joe, Joe is Joe's just blowing it out of the park. So but she's keeping us all entertained. I usually wake up and she's got a live going. First thing in the morning, which is the afternoon for her because she's in Nottingham in the UK. So pretty much all day I have my cell phone on sitting in front of my work computer, and I'm just watching everybody's live and chatting as I can. Yeah, I completely agree. Like your weight and your size they just don't match. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, so Joe is just doing excellent. And then, pretty much everybody, I haven't really seen a single person who's not killing it. Whether, us Turtle Clubs, I watch Sweet Tea as well. I think it's Turtle Diaries or something like that. We're just in the Turtle Club. Like, we're losing weight, but we're lucky to average 1 pound a week. Like I'm a little bit under. I'm like at 0.95 at this point, but I'm going to put this in my next video too. The next video that I do about the food noise, about having to have trust in that scale, that even though I'm losing so little, it's going to keep going. So I just have to be patient and realize that it's going to just keep coming off. And whether it's, 5 pounds a month or 4 pounds a month, that over time it's going to average out and come off. Yeah. Joe, honestly, I canceled all my streaming services except Netflix. And that was because I wanted to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. So, and I have all of the songs memorized in my head. That show was way better than any cartoon should have been, and it's so catchy. And I love Dirt B, the tiger, the blue tiger, and the magpie that sits on his head. But yeah, I think that I have found such a fabulous community in YouTube and all the content creators, and everybody going live and chatting with each other. And I'm so thrilled that I started this StreamYard. This works so much better than just doing a YouTube live. But, I did get the version that will stream a better feed so I could have better quality videos. And so that did cost, I think I paid $240 for a 12-month subscription, which is, a decent bit of money, but I think it's worth it in the end, because the free one would only do 2 hours of live a month. And I'm really planning on wanting to do 1 live on this channel per week. And then my other channel, I think I'm going to do 2 lives per month, because the cruise channel, on that one, I don't really have a community yet of regulars who are following me. Not like here, where I spend a lot more time with all of you. Yes, Jill, I make you watch it. Poor Jill, she gets subject to all of my videos, all of my ramblings. She has to put up with it all. Hey, Anissa, how are you doing? I've been watching your videos. Seems like you're doing great. Oh, have you got your A1C results yet? Are you going to put that out on your channel? I know you said you were going to the doctor and getting your tests done, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your results. Yes, Patty, I do see you over. I do see you over on the cruise channel, and thank you. I started with that because that's really where my passion was or is. But then the diet and weight loss community is just so much easier, right? Because you don't have to like make stuff up in your head and come up with these concepts. That it is just you can be yourself and just network with people and just talk about your life and your journey. And I don't know. I just love both of them. And I took it under good advisement to split the channels. And this channel I started, and in 1 month, I think I had 300 subscribers in 1 month. And I don't know what I did, but I think that I really did spend a lot of time meeting people. I went on Joe's live and I'm like, hey, Joe, it's Amy. Nice to meet you. And then I went all these other channels, the people that I like their content and want to keep watching their journey. I don't just, connect with everybody. It's like people that I feel I have a connection with, and I'm just trying to form friendships and just meet people. And, then they say, oh, well, make sure you check out Amy. And then I say, oh, make sure you check out Joe and Harjarine and JC. And don't forget Candace Bearing It All. She's got a great channel about saving money. And then, Anissa and Allanda, like I watch all of y'all's channels, and Jill needs to get a channel. Keep telling her to get a channel. And okay, so let's see. Anissa said she's sharing her A1C on Saturday. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've been watching and waiting. Okay, so Nature Girl, I know I have chatted with you before. Do you think you lose more? I'm branded through Lilly. Now, I did struggle a lot on the Mochi brand when I first started, and I don't know if it was because it was a lower dose and my body was not responding to it yet, or if they were diluting their medication. It might have been a combination of both. I did drop Mochi because I had a go around with them about I had gotten a prescription from Lilly Direct. And I called them up and said, hey, my doctor would like me to try Lilly Direct, but I would still like to get medication for Mochi. And the provider that I had just kind of got really rude to me about it, got really sassy and snappy. This is a unique experience for me. I'm not saying that this would happen with everybody, but I don't know, she just got really offended that how dare I go with Lilly. And it's like, no, lady, like I'm trying to order from both. Like I want... I just want to ask, can I do that? And she said no, and said just cancel your subscription because like you can't order through both places. So, but we're gonna give it a try. I just ordered through Nikki from the GLP-1 Girl Code, I think is her channel. I don't see her on here, but I just connected with her community, and I'm gonna try and share some of her content in one of my videos coming up. And she shared a link with Alara. I think it's ELARA. I don't know how non-sketchy it is. I hope that it is the medication. I hope that I don't have an allergic reaction because I have an allergic reaction to corn. And sometimes corn is distilled down and take the vitamins and minerals. But it not always does the protein come out with it that I'm allergic to. So we'll have to see. But what I'm going to try and do is like intermingle. So I'll do like 1 dose of Lilly, 1 dose of Alara. So, maybe if one of them's not, if the Alara one's not as effective, I won't have as much issues because I'll have the Lilly on either end of it. So we'll have to see. It's going to be an experiment. Let's see. Yeah. I bet. Yes, YouTube and Lifetime now. Political stuff, yeah, I don't care about political stuff anymore. I live in the DC metro area, and at this point, they're just burning everything down. They're just tearing everything down. So, like, when I saw all those videos of, like, the White House and stuff, I'm like, "This can't be real." So, like, I reached out to somebody that I know, and they're like, "No, no, no. This is my life. This is really happening." And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. I can't believe the things that are happening. So I ignore it. I just keep going on and doing what I can. And I saw JC, Calamity Jane, that you've got more time on your hands because the feds, well, yeah. I don't have more time on my hands, but like because we're having to deal with a whole bunch of fallout in my job because of the government stuff. So and I don't know how they expect people to pay their bills and eat food if they're not getting paid. Just crazy, crazy. Okay, so Anissa says my fitness channel is on the struggle bus, and I really don't even put enough content yet. Actually, at the very end, before we log off, I'm going to discuss how I have learned a lot about YouTube and where I get a lot of my information from. So I don't know if it's something that is worth you looking at, but you're always welcome to reach out to me. I think I have my email in my profile. So you're always welcome to email me and we can connect and have a chat and talk about analytics and titles and posting frequency and all that good stuff to see if we can get you out of a rut, because I have been working like a dog on both of my channels, just constantly trying to beat YouTube into submission. Honestly. And I'm not kidding, because September annihilated this channel. I went down from getting 500 views in 48 hours down to 6 views in 48-hour period. And that lasted 2 to 3 weeks of it was just dead crickets. And I gave it CPR. And then I had a video this week that got 1,300 views in 8 hours. So, yeah. So I have been doing everything in my power to try and make my channel successful. And because I need the money to pay for my medication. That's what I'm doing this for. So I'm trying my hardest to get this successful. So make sure that we connect, and I can tell you what I know, and you do with it whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to follow my advice at all. Well, hey, Delilah, nice to see you. I was so thrilled to see you posting about your vacation and all your non-scale victories. That was so amazing. Yeah, let's see what. Patty, let me tell you a story about having the courage to start a YouTube channel. I realized that I need to pay for my medication. And there's a lot of things in this life I want to do that I know that I cannot just get a second job and make more money to do. I do have a very well-paying job, but that only goes so far, and everything's getting more and more expensive every day. So I'm like, well, what the heck can I do? And I'm like, well, I have a phone. I can try. That's all I can do is try. And I tried for 3 months. Probably 4, trying to record myself, and I would cry because I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the words out. I turned the camera on and nothing would come out. And I practiced and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced some more. And I just kept at it. I finally started writing scripts, and writing is my arch nemesis. But I finally just practiced writing scripts over and over and over again. Then I bought a program for my iPhone that would overlay the front of my iPhone so I could read the script while I was filming the video. So if you go back and look at some of my older videos on my cruise channel, excuse me, I'm reading off a script, and I practice and I practice, and I finally got better. And then finally one day I sat down to film the video about I still have to lose a kangaroo. And I just remember this so vividly. I went outside and it was noisy and there were people everywhere. And I set up my little tripod and I put my microphone on. So I have this little teeny tiny microphone. And I decided to do an unscripted weight loss video. And I just kept going. I did a part of it, and then sometimes I'd have to pause and gather my thoughts, and then maybe stumble and cut a part out. And then 30 minutes later, I was done. I came back and just edited out like the most heinous parts and put it up. And that was the start of me being able to just sit down and chat with the camera. So it was just practice. And then when I went on the cruise, I didn't care. I just turned on the camera and started filming. And funny enough, I actually saw my butt and my suitcases walking out of an elevator on another YouTuber's video. Like, for some reason, it recommended her first Wonder of the Seas video to me like a month after she was on the cruise. And then lo and behold, on the first day, there's my butt walking out the elevator. And I knew I had seen her on the cruise. I'd seen her walking around with one of the little DJI cameras. And I was going to stop and talk to her and say, hey, like, I see your camera. Do you have a YouTube channel? And I just kept getting interrupted. Or like someone would walk in my way and I wouldn't get to stop and talk to her. But then I told her in the video, I'm like, there I am. And it was just hilarious. But practice, Patty, like, just practice. Like, there are so many videos out there that honestly I watch and I think, my God, that is awful. I can't believe someone put that up on the internet. And then you look and they've got 5,000 views. They've got like 10,000 subscribers and they're bragging about how much money they make. So yeah, you just have to practice. And, honestly, just practice doing all the things. Make videos and don't release them, and then get to the point where you're making videos and you release them. So I'm telling you, it's just keep doing it, because everybody's channel that I've watched, and when I start watching them, I go back and watch the beginning, and like, everybody's got this journey of how much better they get over time and how much more relaxed they become on camera. And now I just feel like I'm sitting down and chatting with friends. Okay, so Suzarella, I know I see you all the time on my channels. Oh, look at you. You're down 40 pounds. I'm down 40 pounds. Woo! Yay! Okay, hold on. We got to play the video. So we're both down 40 pounds. So 2 stone, 12 pounds, 18.1 kilograms. So there you go. Congratulations, Suzarella. Okay, sorry. I'm amusing myself too much with the graphics that I took time to make today. Sorry, my camera shakes every time I touch something because it's sitting very precariously. Oh, that is so sweet to say, because I'm telling you. Okay, why? Sorry, Allanda. I need to take take my Nightbot thing off so you're not getting warned for spamming with emojis. Oh, look at that, Patty, down 57 pounds. Are you going on the Star of the Seas on Sunday? Please tell me you're going on the Star of the Seas on Sunday. Jill, seriously, Jill, the editing and graphic stuff, you just have to learn. Look, I'm good at it because I have a degree in it, and I actually worked as a graphic designer. So, like, don't compare yourself to me. Like, there are people out there that do not edit anything at all. Like, none. I go overboard, and I probably waste way more time than I need to working on this stuff. Like, I probably didn't need half of any of that. So, yeah, Jill, that's not an excuse. You're putting a barrier, and I'm going to call you out on live YouTube. You're putting a barrier, and I can help you with that. So you just have to ask. You know, we just need to take time. You know, there's a Saturday night that happens like once a month that maybe like you and I could go do something instead of sitting around listening to some certain people talk. So keep that in mind. No, Anissa, it wasn't a certain emoji. She just put like 10 in a row. And I just don't have the spam filter set yet. So I need to get that right. Yeah, and you know, Joe, like StreamYard, yeah, so you can do the StreamYard. You can actually record in StreamYard, and when you do your lives too, like if you can download the recording and then edit out a piece and then put that up as a new video. Now, I do use a program called VN, and it's a white background with black letters VN, and it's just an app. Honestly, people, I use my iPhone 16 Pro Max to film, and I edit on my iPad. I don't have a computer. I use Canva for my graphics. And you know, some of the titles and stuff can be done in VN. It's a super simple, super user-friendly editing program, way easier than like Premiere Pro or Adobe or any of those. Super, super simple. And most of it is free. I just upgraded to premium only because I was running out of storage and I needed to be able to bundle up my files and put them in a format that I could store them off of my iPad and then re-import them if I ever needed to. So unless you don't run out of storage, then you're good to go for a long time. I did probably 50 videos without paying a cent for my editor. Now, I did pay for the premium version of Canva, and that's $15 a month, but that's well worth it because there's so much that you can do in Canva. It's just really, really, really great. Okay, so let's see. People are saying, just fine. Okay, so let's see. So Harjarine says she's lost 63 pounds. Yay. Look at all these fabulous. Suzarella, 70. Allanda, 62. Oh my gosh. You all are killing it. 63. Anissa, is that right that you've lost 60? Or no, congrats, 62. Oh, that's for Allanda. Yeah. I mean, you guys are just killing it. Yeah, Joe, definitely. I want to chat about Nightbot. And you know what? I need to ask Lori when she's putting out my interview so I can make sure that I post about it to go on her channel. Because I know that I saw JC Calamity Jane's interview this week, so I shouldn't be too much far behind her. Yeah, yeah, barely editing, you know, like for perfectionists like me, that's something that's hard to do. But if you can learn to, there's certain tips and techniques that you can learn when you're doing videos that make it less editing necessary. And also some people just don't care. Like they don't care. They just put it up. You know what? People watch it. Let me say this again. People watch your videos. Like, you know, as long as they can hear you, people will watch your videos. Hold on. Delilah, we got to show off Delilah. Yay, Delilah. She's lost 240 pounds. Yay. Yeah, I watch your videos and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't not imagine how much better you feel. Like if you had like an hour, like could you imagine like if an hour of your day, like all of a sudden that 240 pounds came back on so you could really feel what you felt back then? Could you imagine like the relief you would feel at the weight that you are now? And I know that you still have weight that you want to lose, but like 240 pounds, that's like two people almost. That's me at my goal weight times two. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And congratulations for keeping it off and not not losing your mind at all. Because, well, I mean, you may have lost it at some point, but got it back. So, yeah, let's see. And lots of congratulations. Jill says, yay, Delilah, amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Joe saying, love you, Delilah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to have to make sure that I change the settings next time and just turn this off. I don't know if I can do it midstream. I don't want to break anything, so I don't want to attempt it. Oh my God, Nightbot. Hey, but at least like I got it mostly working, right? Like for my first try, I got StreamYard and Nightbot out of the gate. Pretty much working. Yeah, I'm gonna just disable all those controls. Yeah, I know that I think it's, is it Tuber Chat that like in his instructions doesn't really like emojis very much. I could tell that he has a love-hate relationship, or maybe a hate relationship with emojis. But I'm totally totally an emoji person, because sometimes I just can't be bothered with words. I don't know what's up. I didn't see you do a lot of symbols, but whatever. They're just, it's just being ridiculous. Yes, definitely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So we're just at the top of the hour, and I don't want to keep you all night. I'm sure we could keep chatting forever. But the one thing I did want to share with you, since we were all talking about YouTube, is how I joined a community. And yes, I know it costs money and not everybody can afford it. It was just one of those things that I decided that the value of what I was going to get out of it was more important to me. It was more valuable to me because there's a couple YouTube people that are in the community that I really wanted to connect with. And one of them is Poverty to Paradise, Linnell. If anybody has watched her videos, she's part of the community, and I get to chat with her quite often, as well as the couple that runs it, Rob and Allie Marmion is how their name is pronounced. Let me kind of go to my media assets, and I'll show you let me show you them. Hold on, I'm going to take Allanda off the screen first. Okay, there we go. So media. Yes, and I talk to myself as I'm doing things. I don't know why I have to describe. There we go. Can I get this to come up? Okay. So I had been watching their channel for a while, and then they mentioned that they had a YouTube course. And then I also heard Linnell from Poverty to Paradise say that she was part of this community. Now she lives on cruise ships, and it's kind of one of my dreams to eventually retire to cruise ships. But they have 5 channels. Actually, I saw something that said they have 6, so they have one more that is not on here. But they actually sold everything and moved to Asia, and they live in hotels. And they started a bunch of YouTube channels because, you know, they're my age. They're in just now 50, I think. And they had so many questions about how to start YouTube. So they decided, they decided that they were going to put out a course. And I took the course. Now, I would have to say, because I had overdid it with research, that I had learned a lot of the course already, but then they constantly update it, and a lot of it is current and relevant, and then they constantly go in and add things. But they did have some better advice than what is out there on YouTube. And yeah, Joe, I have trouble with one channel too, or 2 channels, and they've got all of these, but they're just machines. They're absolutely machines. And so I went over and decided to sign up for their course. And then also I have had a lot of time to chat with Linnell. And I usually, if you ever watch your videos, you'll see me in there teasing her. and we're always having a good laugh. But there we go. So I just kind of put this together, and let me take myself off of here. So there are 2 courses, the YouTube After 40, which is what I took. Now I'm going to do the Retirement Travel Jumpstart maybe in a year or so. And then they'll give me a discount code. So I'll get I think it's a $200 discount or $250 or something off of doing the second course at a later date. But I did the YouTube After 40 and then joined the community. And there's also Cherie at Sea is on it as well. If anybody has seen, if anyone has ever seen Cherie at Sea, she's also in the community. And they have like a really pretty good high percentage rate of people monetizing in their community. And they have a list of like all of the members. Everybody chats. I don't know if anybody's seen like Filling in the Brain. What are some of the other big ones that I see? There's also someone who does like Chat GPT for seniors and tech for seniors. But everybody is kind of like YouTubing cruise, doing YouTube like cruise and diet and all kinds of different areas of YouTube. But then they're also looking at retirement. A lot of people have done both courses. But some of the great thing about this is that they also have a community board with it. So you get access to the community where you get to chat to everybody, and Rob and Allie are in there regularly and do answer you and are brutally honest about your channels. If you're asking advice and you're really not going the right way or whatever, like they don't sugarcoat it, but you do get access to talking with them and group trips. So I'm going on a group trip with them to Rome in May of 2026, and probably like 25-30% of the YouTube After 40 community is going to be on that ship. So the Retirement Jumpstart community has a different group trips than the YouTube After 40. So right now I've only got access to the YouTube After 40. But if you are interested, definitely use my links, please, because they do give me a little bit of commission. I don't know what it is. I didn't ask. They just said, here's your personalized links if you want to share it. But for instance, the YouTube After 40, this is kind of the course curriculum. Like these are the high level topics, but there's 52 lessons. So over 7 hours of content. And then they're constantly updating it. There's some stuff on affiliate links and YouTube challenges and all kinds of things that they do to help you boost your channel. So if you're interested at all, just give it a look. And then here's kind of the basic course curriculum for the Retirement Travel Jumpstart. But yeah, I love watching their channels. And what am I doing? Sorry. Trying to get back to normal. But yeah, if you're ever interested in checking them out, just have a poke around, ask, and Anissa, yeah, I love Linnell at Poverty to Paradise. I was just watching her video last night, and I had kept talking to her about Royal Caribbean, and I'd been on the Icon, and I'm like, oh, it's so great, and she was really kind of loyal to Celebrity. And then I'm like, well, you just got to try it. And so then out of the blue, she got an offer to go on the Star of the Seas, and then she got on it, and then she ended up getting another offer, and she stayed on it. And now she's always every video now, she's always mentioned in the Star of the Seas somewhere, or wearing the hat, showing a video of her with the hat and the t-shirt on. So I've kind of converted her. But right now she's on 3 months. 3 months straight, she's on the Carnival Firenze. And then once she gets off, then she had a list in her most recent video of what she's doing for the rest of the year. But, oh yeah, it can't, look, Tarjarine, it can be fun, but it can be frustrating because they do oversell these cruises so much nowadays. Sometimes your people tolerance can get really tested. On the Icon of the Seas, I was at my limit because of the children. I didn't know this was a thing, that you just let your children, no matter their age, just wander free on the cruise ship. Like, who lets a 6, 7, 8-year-old wander through, like using the elevators by themselves, running down the promenade by themselves, out at the pool area? Oh my, thought I was going to lose my mind. Yeah, Suzarella, I get my dresses from Bloom Chic. It's Bloomchic. And actually, I need to start buying some more because they are all getting way too big. So yeah, that's right, Jill. Bloom Chic. It's all one word, bloomchic.com. And this one that I'm wearing is from Bloom Chic. The blue one in the photo is the same dress as this, just in a different color. And I have a blue one, purple one, and I think a green one that are pretty much almost the same dress. And then pretty much almost every dress that you see me wear is Bloom Chic dress, because I'd gotten so large that getting clothes in a regular store was pretty darn difficult. So I had gotten into a 4X and they were starting to get tight. And that's when I decided I had to do something. But I think I'm solidly at the lower end of a 3X. I'm not 100% into a 2X in their dresses yet, but they all do fit a little bit differently. So sometimes, like the black and white one that I had in one of my videos earlier, that was a 3X and that one was too big. But then the 3X of the white one fit just perfectly. So sometimes you do have to, it depends on the cut on which size that you get. Yes, Joe, they just random people. They just roam freely. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, the kids were just everywhere. It was like packs of wolves. I swear, and I'm not kidding. They were just everywhere. Thank you, Anissa. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm getting there, but I have a whole bunch of clothes from lower sizes because I had been 250 pounds for like probably 2 or 3 years. Before that, I had always been about 100. Most of my adult life, I'd always been about 180 pounds. And then I had a Hashimoto's episode or two and ended up at 250. And I stayed that way for quite a while. Most of my clothes that I have in waiting are for the 250 range. So I need to start digging those out and start trying them on, because I'm sure that I'll find a whole bunch of clothes in my own closet. So, I won't have to go shopping for a while. I have a friend that keeps trying to give me stuff, but I'm like, look, I have so many clothes. I didn't throw things away. I just put it in a bin and shoved it in the closet and lived in denial while I bought bigger clothes. So, okay, well, everybody, it is so nice to chat with everyone, and I greatly appreciate all of you being here, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me on YouTube. And I definitely encourage anybody who wants to do this, just give it a try. Got nothing to lose. And it's just so much, it ends up being so much fun once you get your groove on and you get to know people. It just ends up becoming amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Anissa. Make sure you give this video some love, give it a thumbs up. It usually, like, once I end the live, then it takes a little bit for me to get over to YouTube and finish up like the little back end stuff and then get it posted. And then the live comments, I think, take 24 hours. But if you end up going back and rewatching the live at all, make sure you leave a comment in the regular, replay feed, so that I know that you were there. So thank you so much, Mary Ann. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, Hashimoto's. Oh, yes. And thank you for watching a lot of my videos today, Katie. Hashimoto's is very frustrating because it's not a disease that is all of the time. Mine is very, very intermittent, and you never know when it's going to hit. So it never shows up on tests. Only like 2 doctors have said this is your problem and this is why no one can ever find out what's wrong with you, because like it only happens every once in a while. So but it's caused a lot of my food allergies, which drives me crazy. So that is one of the side effects of Hashimoto's, is that causes random food allergies, and that's what I'm struggling with right now. I can't eat shrimp or lobster anymore, so it makes me want to cry. So, well, thank you everybody for joining me. Don't forget Allanda 180. So at Allanda 180, go to her channel. She's going live at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central. So if you want more weight loss, Zepbound, trizepatide chat, head over to her channel. So thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and share this video with anybody who you think might enjoy my content. So have a fabulous day, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, Jill.
One scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?